Hi dear parents, welcome back to another math hour. Today I'm just going to show you how to graph an inequality using a second method. I have a video on this which I made a while back. That was method number 1, and this time I'm just going to show you another way kids can learn how to graph an inequality. Let's give it a try. Right here I've given you an inequality, y less than and equal to 2x plus 4. I would like to graph this on my coordinate graph right over here. How do I do this? So first things first, let's just remember the basics. This inequality sign right over here, let me use a different color. This less than and equal to, because there's an equal sign. You see that little slant here, this little slant over here? This is an equal sign. Because it has an equal sign, the line that you draw on your coordinate graph is going to be a straight line. And basically an unbroken line, a solid line. Okay? So we're going to expect to draw a solid line on a coordinate graph because it says less than and equal to. So in order to graph this, we need a table. We need our XY charts. Just like we do with an ordinary linear function. We're graphing linear functions and linear algebra problems. So I'm going to start with, let's start with -2 and -1 and 0 and +1 and +2. Okay? So when x is -2, so we'll substitute. When x is -2, y is 2 times -2 is -4. -4 plus 4 is 0. Okay? Just like that. Next, when x is -1, 2 times -1 is -2, and -2 plus 4 is +2. That easy. Substitution. Now when x is 0, do we know that 2 times 0 is 0, and 0 plus 4 is +4? What else we got? We got +1. So 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 plus 4 is 6. And finally, we got 2 times 2. And 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 plus 4 is 8. And there we go, kids. We got the coordinate points. Let's go ahead and plot them now. So I'm going to get my airbrush over here, different color. Let's do purple. -2, 0. Make it big size too. -2, 0 is right over here. -1 is +2, which is right over here. Then we got 0 and 4, which is right over here. Then we got 1 and 6, which is right over here. And then we got 2 and 8, which I cannot show you on the graph because there's no 8 over here. So I'll just leave it alone. And there we go. We got our coordinate points, and now we're going to draw our line. And as you remember, it's a solid line because there's an equal sign over here. So I'm going to take my orange color. Let's get a little nice line going over here. And let's connect them down and keep going all the way to the edge of your coordinate graph. Don't stop, okay? Keep going all the way as much as you can. Right there. Now, we're not done. We need to shade the side of the graph that represents y less than and equal to 2x plus 4. Well, how do we do that? Well, there's a technique. This is where method 2 comes in. What you should do is you should take the coordinate points 0, 0, and substitute these 0, 0 into the algebra problem right over here. So in other words, y less than equal to 2x plus 4. I'm going to substitute 0 for x and 0 for y. Okay? And this is 2 times 0 plus 4. You see that? This is my x value, this is my y value, and I just substituted them into the equation. And now I want to check. 0 less than or equal to 2 times 0, which is 0. 0 plus 4. So we get 0 less than and equal to +4. Is this true or is this not true? Well, let's check. 0 is less than 4. That's definitely true. This is absolutely true. It works. And if this is true, that means we are going to shade the side that contains a coordinate point 0, 0. So I'm going to highlight for you right here. 0, 0, right over here. You see that? That's 0, 0. That means I'm going to shade the entire coordinate section, the coordinate points where 0, 0 is present. That means I'm going to shade all of this. All this will be shaded in this inequality because it contains a coordinate point 0, 0. You see that, kids? That's how you do it. And of course, I'm using a spray can. You guys have to use your own pencils or pencils usually to shade, and you go side to side. And there we go. We have shaded and we have graphed our inequality. This is how you use method number 2. Okay, let me show you quickly another problem real fast. Same technique applies. I'll show you right now. Okay, let me get rid of this coordinate points. And let's try, let me give you the equation first. Let's do y is less than minus x plus 1. Okay, and let's see. We need a table again. We need x and y table. I'll fill it out again with minus 2, minus 1, 0, positive 1, and positive 2. So let's substitute. Minus 2 plus 1 becomes, oh, hold on. It'll be minus 2, which becomes positive 2, plus 1 is 3. Then you have minus 1, if you substitute, it becomes minus 1, which is positive 1, 2. 0, 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. Minus 1 becomes minus 1, plus 1 is 0. And of course 2 becomes minus 2 plus 1, which is minus 1. We have our coordinate points. Let me just quickly grab the graph over here, which is right here. There we go. And now we're to plot them. Let's plot them. Minus 2, 3 is 1, 2, 3 right there. Minus 1, 2, which is right over here. 0, 1 is right over here. 1, 0 is right over here. And 2 minus 1 right over here. There we go. Coordinate points all set. And now, again, let's not forget our main important points here. This is less than. There is no equal sign. If there's no equal sign, that means our line will be dotted like that. It's going to look like this. So I'm going to use freehand over here. You kids will have to use a ruler, obviously, but I'll have to freehand this. So I'm going to make a dotted line as best as I can from one edge of the graph, one edge of the coordinate point, all the way to the other side. Keep going as much as you can, whatever your graph allows. There we go. Dotted line complete. And again, it's because there's no equal sign here. If there was an equal sign, I would make a straight line. If there's no equal sign, you make a dotted line. Okay? Alrighty, so I got my dotted line complete. We're all set over here. Now I need to know what side to shade. And in order to do that, I'll use method 2. I'm going to substitute 0 and 0 into my equation. So I have y less than minus x plus 1. I'm going to substitute 0 for y. And I'm going to substitute 0 for x plus 1. And then, of course, I'll have 0 less than, there's no such thing as minus 0, it's just 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay? And I'm going to ask myself, is this true or not? Is 0 less than 1? It's true. You see that? And if it's true, then I am going to first highlight 0, 0 on my graph, which is right over here. And I'm going to shade the side of the coordinate graph, which includes the coordinate point 0, 0. So in this case, I'm going to shade all this area. You see that, kids? Because the coordinate point 0, 0 is on this side. There we go, you see? This is how you graph an inequality. And there we go. I have shaded the side which contains the point 0, 0. And this is how you do it, kids. This is how you graph an inequality. You simply first find the x and y coordinates, you plot them, then you, of course you have to decide whether you draw a straight line or dotted line. If it's straight, then there has to be an equal sign here. If it's dotted, then that means there is no equal sign here. And finally, to know which side to shade, you simply substitute coordinate point 0, 0, find it if it's true or false. If it's true, then that's the side that you're going to shade with the coordinate point 0, 0. And that's it, kids. All right, thank you so much. Bye.